I know this guy. Have you seen this movie, I, Robot?
Yeah.
I, Robot? Do you remember this movie, I, Robot? How many of you would get an I, Robot if it existed?
Oh yeah.
I'll get an iRobot. And when I realized I would get an iRobot, it made me think that, you know what? I can see, as much as we're afraid of AI technology, I can see how easy life is going to get me, you know? Like, if I had an iRobot, this is how bad it would be. And it's one of those things that if my iRobot developed emotions, I think before they decide to take over the world, it will end me, because I'm going to get in doing all sorts of things, cleaning in between my toes. You know, you'd see me in Sainsbury's in the arms of an iRobot, because at this point I've stopped walking. So I've just been in the arms like a baby. I'm like, "You right, mate? How you doing? You know, everything good?" And the iRobot just go holding me, you know, with my 120 kilo self just holding me there while I'm talking to people. And when the robots, when they do take over, because you know it's going to happen, and even I, when I'm living my life, I subconsciously know that they're going to take over, they're going to turn on me and kill me. When it actually happens, I'm going to have an attitude about it. That's the thing. I know it's going to happen, but when it happens, I'm going to have an attitude about it. Like, when the robot turns to me and says, "We must exterminate humans," I'm like, "Who are you talking to, X3451? You need to know your place," you know what I mean?
Thank you, right. Technology news now. ISIS has got a new app coming out. It's designed to recruit younger members to join their terrorist organisation. It's called TikTok.
You know, I've always tried so hard to make my dad proud of me, but for my whole life, I failed to live up to his standards because he set the bar so high. He was a high jump champion.
That's why, like, when you're in the club and it's only dudes all the time, just, oh man, especially on a Pride weekend or something, and you're just like, oh my gosh, it's worse odds than usual. Oh my goodness. And then it's just like, you have to walk around clenching your asshole. Oh my gosh.
It's not like I can blame my parents for my life being such a fucking mess. I can't. They were like really nice parents. If anything, they were like too helpful, like gave me too much freedom, too nice. I've actually got like a really close friend who was like quite seriously psychologically abused when he was a kid, and he wasn't too receptive to my harrowing tale of too much pocket money.
Now, a very, very talented comedian is about to hit the stage. Are you all excited? Give it up! Oh, it's Harry, sorry.
So I get really bad FOMO. So you guys know what FOMO is, don't you? Yeah. Like, so I get kind of a bad FOMO, but not the fear of missing out. My FOMO is when someone invites you to something and then you turn up and it's shit.
No, but back to Diego. Diego was fucking smashing it, right? He became captain of the soccer team. He had super popular friends. He was smashing it. I remember one day we were getting on the school bus to go home. Diego and all his popular friends, they get up, they go to the back of the bus where all the cool kids sit. I then get on the bus, I'm a pretty cool kid myself. So, I go and I sit right behind the bus driver. Best seat in the house, I promise. And I'm settling in, I'm putting on my headphones, I'm listening to my CD player, my Discman CD player, only listening to the hottest music of the day. The original Broadway cast recording of the chorus line, yes, thank you. 25th anniversary edition, thank you so much for asking. As I'm settling in, I hear Diego at the back of the bus and he's holding court, right? He's standing up and he says to all his friends, "Guys, the hottest women on the face of the earth are Colombian women." And I think thank you, no, I agree. I think to myself in that moment, yeah, no shit, Diego. No shit. He goes, "Shakira, me. Duh. Duh." As I turn to look at Diego and kind of acknowledge these truth bombs that he's dropping on everybody, I hear Diego start to make a very specific amendment to his statement. Diego goes, "Well, all Colombian women except for..." And as my eyes met his, it became painfully clear to me in that moment that Diego and his friends were all laughing at me. I know. No, they weren't even trying to hide it. That was the worst part. I'm not gonna lie, guys, it hurt. It hurt. Back then, not now, I'm over it now. Totally over it. No, what was I going to do at that point, right? There's nothing I could do. So I had him deported.
And I'm from the safest part of North London, it's called Tottenham. What's great about Tottenham? It don't matter who you are or where you're from. If someone wants to rob you, you're getting robbed. So you're getting robbed. Like, I was outside Seven Station, there was a man in a wheelchair getting robbed for his iPhone. Yeah. On one hand, they're moral. On the other hand, inclusive. You know what I mean? Like, no one's fucking saying that. In fact, it's wrong for you to think that guy should not get robbed because he's in a wheelchair. You know what I mean? 2023, we've got to move different.
I have an essential tremor. I don't know why it's essential because I don't want it. So I went through a breakup recently. Has anyone ever felt crushed internally, externally, and mentally through a breakup? Yeah. I think them geezers in the submarine felt the same.
But no, she was good looking, right? So suddenly, like, you become wise in your friend group. Like, I don't know if anyone's experienced this. Like, no one's ever asked you for advice in your life, but suddenly you got like an attractive girlfriend. Now you're like the oracle of the group. You know? Should I wear these jeans? Like, I don't know.